Sweet. Might do a quick audio check.
Yep, I'm here. Should you hear me?
Yep. Hello. 1 second. Just getting on. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Should be all good. Right. I'll just take my.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
All right. I can hear the both of us.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, good afternoon on a Monday, Arvo, everyone who is watching. This is the replay of the ANZ CRL kart titles at Somerton from last night. I'm Commander Sirius 53 and I'm here with Woody Lizard. Hello, Woody.
Hello, Cirrus. I'm looking forward to watching some of the action from last night. It was quite a bit of fun in these little karts around Somerton.
Yeah, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive from the last race. We had 8 karts here tonight, including the two of us. We were racing around in the field. You can see the 2 orange karts off the front row and further back, Woody in the black and orange and myself just in the full orange. But yeah, we thought it was a bit different, do something a bit different and run some go-karting, and I managed to find a setup that kind of worked and gave it to everyone, have a try, and we all, liked it. Had a bit of fun.
So what was the night basically? It was 4 heats. Oh, well, there was 4 races all up.
There was 4 races all up, 2 heats, a pre-final and a final. So this first race we're about to watch, Heat 1, that was actually a random grid for the race. I used something on the internet just to get the list out. So on pole position, I'll actually start the formation lap while we talk. So we'll see on pole position for this race, Casey. He'll be in the number 17 kart, a black and red one coming through the middle there. Black and red and white, sorry. And off P2 we had Weary Knight, who was one of these two, kind of the favourites. They've got previous karting experience. Weary down in Newcastle, and Casey, I think he's down in Victoria or South Australia. Don't remember, sorry. Off P3 we had Whopper from Sydney, who hasn't had much. Might only have high kart experience, but definitely not proper racing.
Yeah, Super Whopper.
He's in the number 4, the purple one. And sorry, Weary Knight was in the 21 or 22. Devil XL, also from Victoria, racing with karting experience as well. He was one of the favourites coming in, very fast in practice, as well as this man, the Logical Sports, in 5th. A non-karter, but was absolutely flying in practice. Alongside him on the outside 3rd row, myself, Commander Sirius 53 in the orange kart, also racing Queensland for go-karts. Off the back row, left side, Woody Lizard. Oh, sorry, I got someone at the front door.
Yeah, and Big Knight Pegasus in the rear
sorry,
as
actually,
well.
someone at the front door. One moment.
That's all good. We'll
Be
put
back
it
in a
on
second.
pause. So, yeah, so Knight Pegasus was at the rear there, but look at Illogical Sports there on the right-hand side, mid-pack, trying to turn it in. He looks like he's got the old Chaz Mostert car, I called it. The Appliances Online car, kart. The number 17 of Casey. We seen a little bit of that in my vision throughout the races last night. And it's going to be each race. I think they were around about 10 laps. We had 11 laps. It was the parade lap, the formation lap that we did, and then 10 lap races. So they'll be short and sweet, and Commander Sirius will get us going again.
Yep, I'm back. My girlfriend's home early.
Good.
I thought I had till 4:30. Anyway, so we are. Where were we? Woody Lizard off the inside. The left side of the track, back row, and Knight Pegasus rounding out the field in the green and gold 21 kart. So we'll go back up to the front.
Yeah.
As you can see, they're all formed up quite nicely. They go accelerate on the first Project Cars 2 flag on the left, followed by a green flag on the second. So you'll see them pull out of formation, and it's a green flag for a start. Casey takes the lead with Whopper down the inside into turn 1. Oh, Logical gets into the back of him a little bit. That's a terrible camera angle. We've got Casey, Weary, Illogical. Oh, but Casey's gone wide, and so is Whopper.
The dirt track.
Around.
I think that's Casey actually in the wall back there.
It was. I think he had a spin, but look at this battle. Logical and Devil Exil followed by Command. Oh, I just drilled the back of Logical Scorts there, but
I wouldn't
it's,
say that was a drill. I think it was a bit more of just a love tap more than anything there, Cirrus.
yeah, he managed to go through quite slowly, and I just had nowhere to go. So it's Weary, Devil, a Logical, Cirrus, Woody. Yeah, that's Woody. There you go, off the track, mate. On the controller, that's Night Pegasus going around the outside as they head down the hill, and Casey and Whopper coming around the last corner now.
I believe
Around the field out.
I got starstruck. I saw the camera there, and I thought I'd better wave to all the audience.
As Casey pulls off quite a good cut back on the inside there, but we'll head back up to the front.
That's where the action is.
Yeah, Illogical all over the back of Devil, and myself just trying to hold on as a bit of a tap. That's brilliant, these things, don't mind a bit of rubbing.
Yeah, the attitude of them, how they're just sliding around, it was a lot of fun. It's a little bit to get used to, but geez, it was fun. Seeing, they bog down, don't they? Like, they just don't get the go out of the corner. You've got to try and keep those revs up on them.
They do. There's a specific way to drive them, and it's just unlocking the potential through the driving style. You can see you just want to kind of send it into the corner, get it to apex. I looked down the inside of Illogicals there, but I just couldn't really get it together. We couldn't see each other, but that's game on. That's all right.
Yeah, that's it. Just a bit of side banging panels in these cars. He's going strong there for what is a position 3.
That was for third place. So we've got Devil lining up, making his way forward there on Weary Night. I'll just check what's going on further back in the field. Night Pegasus is running in 5th with Whopper keeping him company. Casey trying to make his way from a poor start, and Woody rounding out the field there on the controller, doing a great job, I might add.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then might add too, we had a little thing going on for Weary Night because we weren't expecting him to shine so much on the podium, and I thought, well, I'm going to donate $5 to the veteran gaming to get them over to APAC, whatever it's called, PAX or something, PAX Gaming later in the year.
PAX.
So every time he finished on the top 3, I was donating $5, and here he was leading the race. We thought, oh, what's going on? What have I put myself in for? But here he is, getting under attack by the man, Devil X, as well. And I think it was Illogical, just right behind him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Logical's right behind now. It's Weary by Devil, and Devil, oh, you can see Jack. Oh, Jack's had a bit of a slow run. Devil trying to sneak up the inside. I think a little bit of contact was made mid-corner as Devil looks down the inside of Weary Night. Now he shuts the door, and there's a bit of a oh, that's brilliant. Forces his way through, but that's given Illogical the run. He looks around trying to find a way into turn 4.
This is karting at its best.
This is karting, and Devil runs wide, and he's just gifted Illogical. So in 3 corners, Illogical's gone from 3rd to 1st. Jack from 1st to 3rd.
And it looks like Commander Cirrus is just eyeing him up here in the 4th position as well, but the battle's still for the lead.
I just couldn't keep up with these 3. They were just too quick. But Illogical now leads his first lap of the event.
Yeah.
Devil X in 2nd. All done. Worked hard to get there and then just couldn't make it stick, and he's got to do it all again. 8 tenths is the gap from 1st to 2nd.
Yeah,
2 seconds covers the top 4.
Weary's putting a lot of pressure though on Devil. On here in 3rd position, trying to get that 2nd position back.
Just going back to what you said about expectations of Weary Night, if you known he was a go-karter, I would have had him as one of the favourites, to be honest. And yeah, well, he won that little practice race we did beforehand, and we joked that it'd be the only one who'd win all night.
Well, that what threw me out. I thought everyone was having a go at him, so I thought I'd boost his confidence and say that I put a $5 on him each time he gets the podium. But there you go.
Meanwhile, Devil has pulled in. Oh, he had at that point. He's going to pulled in half a second there. The gap was 2 tenths, but he's done a good run through the last corner. It's going back out to 6 tenths of a second. As you see, he did gain 2 tenths on the last lap. 45s for the top 2, 46s for the next 2, and the rest of the field. Whopper, who's now into 5th. Night Pegasus has actually dropped a few spots. Whopper in 5th. Casey, I think he's just had a bit of a moment there. Night Pegasus in 7th. Woody Lizard 8th.
Yeah.
Just go back to the front. That's the gap is just, they're onto the back of each other now.
So this is for the battle. A little touch there from I think was back there earlier, but Devil's really trying to challenge a Logical if he can get that front spot, but a Logical's working hard. This was a very tight part through the circuit here. This is where the carts had to keep that momentum. They bogged down really, really hard.
We've got a nose cam on the cart of Devil at the moment. Spend a bit of time on this. Normally the YouTube cameras barely ever see the front nose.
Not here at ANZ CRL. We've got it all covered.
Oh, there it is. There we go. You can just see a bit of a number at the bottom. The 25 Devil comes into turn 4 or 5, I forget actually. But this section was tricky, very slow, and the cart really wanted to get loose.
Yeah, that's it. And he's tightened up on the exit on this corner. It was so hard that they just got through, and then you got to try and keep the momentum through this little Essie part. They've just gone through to get a good run back onto the main straight.
Bit of trickery on the camera there.
Yeah,
There we
doing
go,
a
look
good
at
job.
that.
Good job, as we can see Sirius fading away there in 4th position. But
Oh, did you see how sideways Illogical got? You can see he bogged down a little bit there, and Devil's all over the back of him again.
that's all it takes. And it looks
But
like...
yeah, you want to get that cart rotated real nicely like Illogical's got. Just get it turned on the throttle as early as you can to keep those revs up. And that was something I was struggling with a bit there, Woody. I hadn't driven since the Wednesday night practice, and I was really hoping to get some more time in the cart to perfect it. But yeah, just couldn't do the laps these front guys were doing. I think I saw a 45.3 for Devil on the last lap.
Yeah, well,
Insane pace.
talking about the last lap, this is the last lap, and Illogical still has
Oh,
the
it
lead.
is too.
Seems to
It
be
does.
pulling
The
away.
top 4 still separate. I think Sirius has made a mistake. He's gone back to 4 seconds, but otherwise the top 3 are in still in within 2 seconds. I believe the front 2 have a time penalty at this point of the race. Weary's trying his hardest to get within 2 seconds of the 2 of them.
Yeah, not
As
up.
Illogical's coming around, 3 more corners to go. It looks like he's going to take the win.
Yeah. Unless-
Illogical Sports comes round the last corner, gets a bit wobbly, but he's come through to take home Heat 1. 6/10 to Devil, Weary Knight in 3rd, Commander Sirius back in 4th place, Whopper 20 seconds back. He's got Casey only just behind him. It's not over for these 2 yet.
He had a bit of a lonely race Whopper
Ooh.
there in 5th, I think. A lot of the time, with Casey kept making a few mistakes, I think.
He did. I think they're just struggling a little bit. They didn't get as much practice in as some of the front guys did. But Whopper brings it home in 5th. Casey in 6th. Night Pegasus in the 21 cart, the green and gold. Team Australia, I'm going to call it.
Also, oh yeah, Team Australia, all on the same lap too, and
Actually, that's going to be a JC cart, James Courtney cart. Those are those colours, green, gold and black.
there you go.
And here comes Woody Lizards around the field out in the CRG.
Oh, what a race that was.
So that's
Bit of fun.
Heat. Yep. So yeah, 2-point advantage for Illogical Sports to start that off. The winner gets, you want to get the least amount of points possible. So at the time, we had Illogical, a win is 0 points, and second is 2 points, third is 3 points. So you just kind of work your way back to whatever position you finished in. So Illogical leading the way on 0, and pretty much everyone else. Devil second on 2 points, Weary on 3 points, Sirius 4 points, Whopper 5, Casey 6, Pegasus 7th, and Woody on 8 points at this point.
So
The points do matter, as the race 2 actually is a reverse grid of that one. So the first race is a random grid, then followed by a reverse grid.
look at that circuit. It's a bit of a twisty one, isn't it? Layout of Somerton International.
It's got a bit of everything, but only one real long straight on it, and it goes up over a hill, which I really like. I really like tracks with hills on it. It gives it a bit of character, compared to flat tracks. They can be good, but they're just... I love the flowing of some of the corners, the downhill, the uphills. It really gives it a roller coaster sort of feel. So for this race, we had Night Pegasus starting off the pole position in the JC kart. Woody Lizard off P2 in the CRG. We got Illogical Sports P3 in the blue and black, number 12. I'm going to call that the Formula K kart. Can't really remember a kart in that sort of colour. Commander Cirrus in the OK chassis kart in 4th place. Whopper in the old style Arrow, Australian made, number 4. He's off. Actually, no, I think he's off 7th.
So
6th place. Devil was actually 5th. Whopper in 6th on the outside road. Weary Knight will be 7th. And Casey in 8th. So as we go back to the start now. Where is he? Oh, we're still a couple of corners away.
yeah, trying to get it organised around here in the formation. Ready to go.
Manual formation start. I didn't want... These karts sort of don't do a grid start. That's only for shifter karts, which these only have 1 gear.
So, so another 10 lapper.
Yep, it's another 10 lap race. As you can see at the top, we're on lap 1 of 11. The first lap to do form the grids and stuff. Yeah, so funny to see the full lock on the steering wheels. You just see very slow start of the last corner for Pegasus.
I guess
I
what
think,
caught us out, really.
Yeah, Woody didn't react quick enough, so the whole right lane missed the whole shot there.
That's a,
Oh!
look at this.
What a first corner.
Action
We
of
got
plenty.
Pegasus from Devil from Weary, but he's run wide. That's just giving it to Cirrus. Who's next? We've got Casey on the inside of Woody Lizard there. Oh no, sorry, that was Weary Knight. Illogical Sports, the race 1 winner, still at the back of that one. And oh, what's happened there?
He seemed to
Oh,
just
I'm gonna have
stop.
a quick-
He just
yeah,
seemed to
have a
bog
quick
it down.
replay on that one.
Oh.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, too many pies.
Replay there. You just see
He
Cirrus
just
down the inside. I'm out of control. Didn't actually touch him yet, but this point there, just one of those weird glitches in the game. He just stopped and became a.
oh, he got tagged over on the inside, so he had a little spin, and then I think it was myself actually. Woody Lizard actually tagged him. And he's what is he back at the back of the field now? So from first to last, actually he's just in front of Illogical.
But Devil leads the first lap, followed by Weary Knight and Commander Cirrus right on his tail. Casey in 4th, making the most of that accident there with Pegasus and Cirrus. We got Woody in 5th, doing a great job, mate, on the control on Whopper, just hanging in there as well. In 6th, Knight Pegasus 7th, and one of the favourites, Illogical Sports, he's in the back. Let's see what he can do, as he's all over the back of Knight Pegasus. I think that was Whopper, he spun around there. There he is at the back.
Oh, he's in the back
Back
embankment.
shot then.
Yeah,
Oh,
stuck there at the moment. Needs some
Illogical
marshals
is going
out.
to move on. He thought about it, but he's pressured Pegasus to run wide.
Oh,
Now
nice.
it's done. He's into 6th now. He's charging.
That's it. He's got now Woody Lizard in his sights, and he thinks that that's going to be an easy target to get through. So we'll see how quickly he can gather the back of Woody.
We got Devil leading the race, second and a half over Weary. Oh, actually, I think he's made a bit of an error. Weary's right onto him now.
Oh, what a run
Top
out.
3 within a second and a half.
Nice turn in through that corner by Weary. You can just see how much he's gained just in that little corner.
Check back with Illogical. He's just
Oh.
managed to pull that one up properly there. Textbook.
Yeah,
Switch back there.
nice and
The
easy.
racing line. Woody sends it though, but he gives him enough space on the inside. Manages to make the move around the outside. Runs a bit deep, but it's 5th place for Illogical Sports. Casey's the next one on his hit list. We go back to the front on the main straight. Weary Knight in the 29 kart.
Yeah, this for the lead.
Yep, I'm going to say that's a... What chassis was that again?
So we're on what is it?
DRM, I think.
Lap 5 of 11, but lap 4 of 10 because we take one away.
Lap 4 of 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're pressuring hard though. They're quick, sharp races, but geez, he never had a time of rest. You can see the boys working hard on the wheels here, trying to get the steering in. And as I think you said, you just got to get the throttle and get that rotation of the cart and use the wheel to just straighten it up and get a nice clean exit. You
That's
use
right.
the initial steering to point it and then just gas it up.
Yep, you use the... It looks a bit more... what do you call it? Flamboyant in this game, let's say, but in real life it does look a lot more smoother than this. But the same sort of principle applies. You want to get on that throttle as early as you can. You want to get the cart pointed in. You try and late apex it as much as you can. And yeah, getting on that throttle, especially in the lower horsepowered carts, is the key to winning races.
Talk about
Keeping those revs up.
winning races. Look at Devil. He's at 1.3 seconds in front. That's a big lead in these carts early on. So he's really,
He's charging.
yeah, really taken off here. But Weary's trying to hold on. And yourself, Commander Cirrus, is holding their third, keeping Weary honest.
Are you seeing the wheel work that I'm seeing?
Oh, there's plenty of wheel work, I tell you what.
That's so funny.
I don't think I can physically hold on to anything today. There was so much going on. I was on control. I wasn't even holding the wheel.
And look at that lap time. Devil's just set on his last lap a 45.1. I believe that's the quickest we've ever seen around this track in all the practices, and I believe throughout the whole night. I think that was the fastest lap anyone's set.
That's easy.
But it's a whole second
Chanced.
quicker than Weary Knight in second place, and no one's even close to that on that last lap. Oh, something's happened to Casey. He was in fourth, and now Logical's in fifth. Casey's all the way down to seventh.
Yeah, I think he ran on a couple of times. He was actually on the dirt and getting caught up. Casey during some of the races. I think he got caught up in the barrier on the main straight.
There's a good
Oh,
fight
there
going
we
on
go.
for fifth right now. Woody Lizard and Night Pegasus. It's on.
That's it. It's always
And
on between
Pegasus
us
takes
two.
the spot.
I think there was.
Oh, they're both off.
This is the sector. I think of the third sector. I said I was more on the dirt than what I was on the track.
It's a tricky section, the last three corners of this circuit.
Yeah, some
You got it going now.
exciting stuff. But look at 4 seconds lead from Devil, and Casey's trying to make his work back through again. He's in front of. Oh, there goes Whopper. Actually, I think it was stage
I
left
think he was yeah, he's having a bit of an issue there.
with the internet. I believe from memory last night.
Yeah. So what Devil has a 5-second lead over Weary, and Cirrus just bogged it down out of there. He was within a second of him.
Yeah, see how much you.
Back out to 1.6.
That's what I was going to say. How much you just lose from bogging it down. It's just very costly in the carts. And keep them sliding. Keep your foot buried onto the throttle.
Not only did Devil did a 45.1 on his last lap, he's done it again the previous lap.
Yeah, he was in the zone, wasn't he?
Look at that. He's just in another world right now, another planet. How's anyone supposed to catch that? It's a 40. It's just I can't get over it.
No, everyone
2
tried.
laps to go now.
That's it. Everyone's trying that.
Cirrus trying very hard on Weary. I actually believe Weary had a 1-second penalty at this stage of the race, so Cirrus was trying very hard to stay within 1 or 2, I forget.
And don't forget, Illogical was last, wasn't he? He started last. And he's up into fourth. Was this race?
He didn't start last.
Oh,
He
wait.
started 5th, but was last at the end of lap 1.
Yeah, so he's done a good recovery
He's charged
drive.
his way back to 4th. Yeah.
Night Pegasus as well in fifth after starting the race, and as we said, got spun around and tagged by myself, Woody Lizard, and that had him down the
I
back
missed
of the
something that
field.
happened to you, Woody, as you're down in 8th place at the moment.
Oh yeah, plenty of times with me down there, but there's action up there. That mid pack that we're looking for second, I think, not mid pack, for second position between Weary and yourself, Commander Cirrus. And can't.
It's not over yet for 5th place.
No, that's right. So we've got Casey coming hard.
He is. Can he get past Night Pegasus?
Oh,
There's Whopper in the background.
he's making late.
Oh, he's made a move.
There we go.
Casey's done it as he's
That's
on their second last lap.
Beautiful move it was. Actually, that was a full commitment by Casey onto the last lap. Nearly a 6-second lead now by this man, Devil X.
Devil X, he's just put in a stonking performance there. He's about to come up to the back of Woody to lap him, but the race is over. He does a bit of the shuffle on the way down the main straight to take out Heat 2.
Again, Woody stays
Very
on the lead
nice.
lap.
Yeah. Weary takes second place. Commander Cirrus in third. Illogical Sports, a good recovery drive to 4th place. bit of a margin back to 5th. Night Pegasus
Oh, look what
still in
happened
the
to
second
Casey.
sector.
Casey was battling. He was in front of
he,
Night Pegasus.
he was. Oh, he's just drilled Whopper. I don't know if there's internet issues there, but he's doing the redress. He's waiting for him. Look at Woody Lizard.
I'll take
he
it.
was at 8th when he crossed the line. Here he is in 6th place. What? Pegasus gets that 5th place at the end of the day in Heat 2.
Look, I nearly got.
Woody,
I
here he comes. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Who's going to be? Oh.
Big drag race.
Woody, Casey, Whopper brings it out the 8. Oh, brilliant.
I think there wasn't a question of being a redress there, but I think Whopper said, "No, it's fine, no dramas." And I remember me saying, "Yeah, redress, Casey, you got to redress."
Every advantage you can, eh, Woody?
Every advantage, and I kept my foot flat. What a race that was! But Devil really showed how good he was out there. A 6-second margin at the end there.
Yeah. No one came close to his lap times. He was just on another planet. It's what you'd call an alien when someone's got that sort of advantage over the field.
Yeah, and disappointing race by Casey. He was up and down like a yo-yo, and he got up into 5th position over, what was it, 4th?
He was 5th, and then 7th, and then back up
Yeah.
to... Oh, yeah, it was 4th, then 7th, then back to 5th, and then... Oh, where did he
Last
end up?
lap.
He ended up...
Became 7th.
Yep, 7th. That's what I've got here on my notes. 7th.
Yeah. So
Very crazy.
So where we're up to now, Heat 3. So this is the first time we go a little bit longer in the laps, is it? So we've been doing 10-lap races.
Yep.
So what was this
the
one?
Pre-final, 12-lap pre-final here. So the points added up from the last 2 races sort the grid out for this one. And we had the Devil X with a 2nd place in Heat 1 and a win in Heat 2. Puts him on 2 points for starting pole for the pre-final. Illogical Sports was in 2nd place on points. I believe he was on 4 points at the time. He'll be off 2nd. 3rd was Weary Knight. He was on 5 points all up from a 3rd and a 2nd place.
Yep.
Myself, Commander Sirius, off P4 with a 4th and a 3rd. And there was a bit of a gap. I was at 7 points, but I think there was a tie on points for...
There was a bit of a tie, I remember you
group.
saying, when we were going through
was
the
close.
list. Yeah, Whopper and Casey,
Yep.
I think.
Where's the grid here? It was 5th. Yeah, Pegasus and Whopper were tied on points. But Pegasus... Sorry.
Yeah, Pegasus behind
Whopper,
you.
pre-final grid here with Pegasus 5th. Oh no, yes, that's right. Sorry, he had a 1 point advantage. There was 2 points separating the 4 of you. So Pegasus had a 1 point advantage over Whopper and Casey. Whopper, having finished 5th in Heat 1, was higher than Casey's best finish of 6th in Heat 1. So Whopper was to start 6th, Casey starting 7th, and Woody Lizard just 1 more point behind that. I think 14 points overall was an 8th. So it was all sort of playful for the midfield battle, and very close in the top 3, only 5 points separating them. Sirius another 2 back, but it was looking unlikely about a race victory, winning the meeting. Something pretty bad races for him to get up there.
So I think most guys were running, most will kick off our formation lap, but I think most guys in the first 2 races, which were only the 10 lappers, were about a litre of fuel if they wanted to try and put as little fuel as they can. And then race 3, obviously we've got the extra 2 laps in this one, and
Another 2 laps. Yep.
and it was interesting to see if anyone. I know I ran 1 litre still. I did not even remember that we had extra laps here, so I'm running 1 litre of fuel. I think most people are running 2. So yeah, we'll just see. I know I got to the end, but we'll see if everyone else had managed to get to the end with the change in laps. I think it caught a couple of people out in this race.
Well,
from memory.
I got Dad to put 2 litres in the cart for me. So fill and forget, my friend. 2 litres we calculated would be enough for all the race, or at least for the final. So he just ran it for all the races.
I was trying to find Bert, but I couldn't find him in time. He was talking about fuel molecules and all this sort of stuff. But anyway,
He likes to keep things clean, does that bird?
that does, doesn't he?
Andy's a big fan of the supercars.
He is a fan of the supercars.
So we got Devil, he'll be on the left side of the track. Illogical on the right in the blue and black, number 12. Good looking livery, that one.
Well,
Get ready
Logicals,
for a start.
good car.
Yeah. Logical's moved over quite a bit there, but anyway, race start. Look at that field, nice and packed.
Seriously,
Nicely.
look at this.
Head into turn 1.
Gonna be hectic. Oh, Whopper's out wide. Gone in, guys.
Devil gets the whole shot. Oh, I've missed all that, sorry. The camera doesn't want to play ball. We've got a Logical second, Serious third, Woody fourth. Oh no, Pegasus almost clean. Woody lifted up, but something's happened behind. I think it was Casey and Weary Knight at the back.
Oh, big moment. I think
what
Whopper got up a little bit there and amongst it all as well. It
You know
all
what I
happened.
did miss? I do remember Devil XL ran wide at that corner, and that's how Logical Sports has now taken the lead of the race.
Oh, let's see if he
And
can have his
Commander
elbows
Sirius
out.
in his favourite position, just behind the battle, always. Can never get in there. And Logical leads Devil. Leads
Look at the
Commander
witches' hats on the
Sirius. Woody
track
Lizard.
from the inside, from the other corner on the outside.
Woody's wondering how he's gone from 8th to 4th on lap 1. But anyway, here he is. Weary Knight in 5th. Casey 6th place. Night Pegasus in 7th. And Whopper, I think, is having some issues with his internet connection. He was in 8th at the time.
Yeah. So, but the Logical, see if he can keep his elbows out and keep Devil at bay. As the afternoon starting to hit down here at Somerton, it looks like.
Yeah, 4 p.m. this
4
race
p.m.
started
There
at
you go.
local time.
Starting to get chilly.
Yeah, the sun's starting to set in the desert. These guys all ship their carts overseas to America. There's you saw American flag at the last corner there, actually, on top of that building. All the way to America just to run against each other when they could have done it at a local track in Australia. But anyway.
Oh, well, we do anything here.
Yeah. We like to be a little
The
bit
nice
different.
slide by myself. But bogging it down. And look at Casey. I mean,
Yeah.
Weary, sorry. I thought it was Casey for a second. But Weary, the number
Weary
5.
Knight make. Yeah, Weary in 5th.
Oh.
The number 29 car, but yeah, there is a number 5 on the back of that rear bumper for some reason. There's a good move down the inside. Woody leaves him space. Oh, and Casey snuck one in there too. Oh, and he's going to get 2 for 1 as you see Weary Knight had a bit of trouble.
Wobble.
But Weary Knight does a textbook switchback and he's got the inside line for the next left-hander.
Nice racing.
Brilliant move there. Great racing. That is... I've got no words. That was fantastic.
Weary just bounced
Back up
over
the
that
front
that curb, doesn't he, in the final couple of corners? Really straight into the little twisty part of the circuit.
Yeah, you can use the... I was telling the new drivers not to really use the curbs too much. You can use them, you just got to use them right. But most of the time, more often than not, they just cause trouble. So, but I think this is why the front guys were so quick. They were utilising the curbs in the right way.
Yeah, Logical with a 45.5
Look at
the previous lap, so he's actually got a Devil's measure here. So put a bit of pressure to Devil, and
That's
the
right.
wise head of a Logical is out front doing a good job. And
As they're on lap 5 now of 12.
you can just see there
Logical, it's,
that he was running a little bit quicker that previous lap, Devil, with 45.8 compared to the 45.9. So yeah, he's making inroads. And
he's pushing a Logical, that's for sure. As Sirius just can't match that pace at this point of the race. 4 seconds off the lead.
I think this is where
2.5.
Devil's really smooth through those double right-handers just before that sweeper that they've gone through. So, he just lines it up really well and just gets the car rotating nicely. And
Yeah, he's...
some of the others, when you find the dirt out of the exit of that corner.
I do have to hand it to a Logical Sports though. As you can see, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th at the moment all have real world karting experience that I thought might be a bit of an advantage heading into this, as kind of know how a kart should feel and how to kind of run them properly. But a Logical, he's put the practice in and he's taken it to these guys, and I really actually take my hat off to him. He's done an amazing job
Oh, without a
to come
doubt.
up to speed in this thing.
Yeah, and he definitely was up in the pointy end of the field most races as well from memory. So he did a great job.
Still leads now as they start lap 7.
I I think Casey could have done a lot
just
better
keep.
if he didn't have so many
Oh,
mistakes. Oh, that one.
yeah, he's got a little bit. With oversteer on the exit, they come up to Whopper, who gives him the space.
Yeah.
Oh, Devil! Look at that.
How,
Too much speed on the entry there. Just manages to pull it up from running on that sand. That sand
Yeah.
is super loose.
but that's a
Can't
corner.
keep it straight.
That's a corner though, isn't it, Sirius? It actually tightens up on next to you. Know, you come in at nice
This
and
is the
hard.
one.
Oh, this is the one that tightens up, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's it. Kind of the apex is very late on that one, as you can see how much curve they're both using. Surely Devil got a time penalty for that last one. That was all four wheels well over the track.
Yeah, he almost
start
launched
laps.
it.
Lap 8, 45.9 for Illogical Sports versus a 46.3. He's managed to extend the gap a little bit.
Yeah, I think Devil, as you said, he probably got that penalty too, because that would have come in on that lap time, I'd say. So maybe he did get a second penalty. A cut in the corner.
Mighty battle going on here for 4th place. Casey's in front of Weary Knight and the 2 red and white carts.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think Casey could have had a lot better night last night as well here at the kart finals, but made a few too many errors, Casey. So I'm sure he'd love to give another shot at least one time. So hopefully ANZ CRL we can get ourselves together and do another night like this, because geez, it was some fun. I'd like to see a few more, and we can have some super heats and all that. But yeah, we'll wait to see what we come up with later on in the year.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. There's a couple more kart tracks, fantastic ones on this game, on this platform. And I forgot to mention, this would probably be the first league race that I can see. I mean, I scoured the YouTube trying to find karting videos on Project Cars 2, and I didn't find a proper league race. There were some career mode and single player kart races, but no multiplayer league races for karting. So this may be the first league kart race ever, or the only one.
Well, there you
Project
go.
Cars 2, as you see, a Devil's really applying the pressure to Illogical Sports now.
Yeah, and with 2 more laps to go after this
Yep,
one.
this will start 3 to go, including the one they're just starting.
3 to go, that's right, sorry.
10 of 12. Can Devil get the job done? This will bring Illogical Sports to only 2 point within Devil.
Yeah, he's a lot
But
of
if they
pressure.
tie on points in the final, if Illogical wins the final again and they're tied on points, Illogical will get the win, as he would have beaten. If they're tied on points, he had the better result in the final. If he can win the final and this one, it's his only shot of getting victory of this whole event.
Yeah, definitely. And Logical's just putting
As
his
the 4th
cart.
place really costs. Oh, and he's just hit a bit of the curve, and that's him going around.
No, that's what's ruining him. And I was wondering what was happening. I knew he was angry with himself, but he was pulling away. He was actually pulling away from Devil at that time.
Oh, I don't know. Devil was really applying the torch to him.
I was just about to say, though, it's probably commentator's curse, but you can't say commentator's curse because this race isn't live. It's actually a replay, but I was just saying the Logical just seemed to have been putting his cart in the right spot just to hold Devil at bay, where he was quick and then was very comfortable through the more flowing parts of the circuit. It came undone on that final corner.
Happen, Woody, so I kept put the camera on him and I kept talking about him because it happened somewhere.
Yeah, and now you've got yourself. Now you can finally see the blue cart in front, and maybe a bit too far in front. But if you had another moment, you would have been all over him here.
That's true.
Big
that's
gap
true.
though between 3rd and 4th when you haven't looked there. Good, 18 seconds or so behind.
The gap between the two has gone extended. Let's say between Casey and Weary, there was a lot closer before. But Devil X is on the last lap here. He's drove another brilliant race.
Now, did we had anyone fall a lap down yet? Did we? Well, I think Whopper was.
Whopper's a few laps down at the moment, but I know who you're referring to.
It's myself, Woody. I'm normally the one.
Woody.
Normally following
Trying to stay on the lead lap.
every race
The
we've
Devil
seen
comes
so
around
far.
the last corner.
Well
The
done.
checkered flag is out. He takes victory in the pre-final.
Oh, there's Woody. I was going to say every video that we've seen so far, Woody's just been in front of Devil crossing the start line.
Yeah, Illogical Sports in seconds, Commander Series third. Illogical won't be happy with that one. I know there's a slow cart as I'm looking at Casey come through. Weary Knight, he's crawled, he's to a hold, something's happened. He's broken down. That's Weary Knight Pegasus to come past now as Casey comes for 4th place.
Sitting duck.
He's a sitting duck. It was Woody's now taken 6th from him.
There you go.
Night Pegasus now into the last corner in the green and gold. He's a bit, didn't see quite much of him this race, sorry, but another 5th place for him. That's 2 in a row. Be happy with that one.
Tell you what, Woody Lizard, the Stephen Bradbury moment of the last 2 races. So I made 2 positions between Casey and Pegasus the previous one, and now we've done Weary. After running out of fuel for Weary.
Yep, we're here and he's run out of fuel. So Whopper, I think he's finished. Yeah, his connection's not that good. And Weary Knight didn't make it to the finish.
Our first DNF of the night.
Yeah, it was.
And the first race I didn't have to donate $5, even though I was happy to donate $5, but there you go. I was up to $10 at this stage.
You were too. So that brings him down to so a DNF. That brings Whopper up, even though he was quite a few laps down. That actually brings Whopper up to 7th as a finishing position. Yeah, sorry, because he crossed the checkered flag. He saw the checkered flag. That's not a DNF.
Yeah, that's right. And we've got the big final now. And then it's done.
Yep,
the four races and we're up to our final one. Geez, they go fast.
They do, mate. They do. So we have Devil still on 2 points at the moment with Illogical Sports. I think that brought him out to 7th place with that result. 7 points. Sorry, 6 points. He was on 4. Now he's on 6. I'm going to lose track here, I think. So,
that's all right.
Well, yeah, I think at this point, Sirius... Well, I've got where they started, which is where they were. But Commander Sirius with that DNF for Weary Knight, that moves him up to 3rd. But Weary, there's a bit of a margin in the points from...
between Weary and Casey, I believe.
4th and 5th, yeah. So he's still held on to 4th.
But wasn't Casey and Knight Pegasus on equal points at this stage as well, in 5th and 6th for the final? I think Casey and Knight Pegasus were on the same points. I think they were. So
they were, but Casey finished higher in the pre-final.
Yep.
So he will start from 5th place for the final with Pegasus in 6th. Woody will start 7th, and Whopper was about to throw the towel in. He couldn't get that thing going, but we decided to get him back out there. His connection issues, starting off 8th anyway, so we'll see what happens.
So here we are in photographer's happy hour with the glow of the sun setting.
5 p.m. race start, twilight hour, golden hour.
Golden hour. That's it.
It will be golden hour as someone will be crowned the winner. So for Illogical to win the event, I think he's on 6 points. He would need to win, and Devil would need to finish 4th or lower.
Oh.
But Illogical would need to win.
I tell you
if
what.
Illogical was to come 2nd, Devil would need to finish 6th or lower.
Oh, we got a spinner on the formation lap.
Oh, that's right. And you know what, Woody? That actually happens quite commonly at a go-kart event. Cold tyres and the heat-out procedure is quite aggressive.
Yeah, right. So it's all to play for still. So Devil had to at least finish 4th to guarantee the win if Illogical wins this. So I tell you what, not many people have been able to touch Devil though. So you know, if he can stay out of trouble out of turn 1, you could almost bet your bottom dollar that he's going to take this title. But you know, you've got some fierce drivers behind with Casey and yourself.
Green flag. The revs
here we go.
We're off.
Yep.
Devil gets the whole shot. He gets the kart length in the middle, but that's Casey up the middle between them all.
Oh,
hit the wrong button again.
Serious. Right in there.
Oh, I'm going backwards. Oh, and that's Illogical off one, and he's had a spin, Illogical.
Oh, there goes Whopper as well.
Whopper as well. Oh, my goodness. That's not the chance, and look who's out in front, and Devil. That's pretty much game, set, and match as far as the race, the whole meeting victory. But Casey finds himself in 2nd. Knight Pegasus in 3rd. What a start for him. Weary Knight in 4th, and Woody Lizard and Commander Sirius, the 2 of us, were having a bit of fun there.
Yeah.
Oh, is it going to have a look down the inside here? I think you're a bit too nice for me, mate.
I think I was trying to still get at you, but it's just I just bogged them down. I had nothing.
Yeah. what's his name?
What's his name? Night Pegasus.
Logical managed to recover well.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what Illogical wanted for Devil, though. The option there. If Devil was down in 7th, this would have been race on with if Illogical's leading. But
it would have been
2.5 second lead bang for Illogical over Casey. And the Casey, is he going to have his best performance in the final race?
He's got Weary Night all over him, and Weary Night needs to make that spot because
It's going
at
hard.
the moment
He wants to get third, doesn't he? Over
I
yourself.
think there was a 3-point advantage between the two. Oh no, it was 2 points. Yeah, it was 2 points, and he needed to have. I don't remember. All I know is I needed it to not make it a tie, because if it was a tie at this point, Weary would have beat me on I had been finishing higher in the final.
Okay.
So it was pressure on for me as Casey and Weary.
In the background, you can see you really picking up Night Pegasus as well.
I was trying hard for him. I was all over him in this section of the track. He was running a taller gear ratio than me. So onto the straights. He was smart, so that's Weary Night made the move on Casey. So we're going to go too wide through this next corner here. There's a bit of push and shove, but it looks like Weary Knight's got the job done. That was a fair move. He had the cart down his inside before the turn-in point.
Yeah, really showed him who's boss.
So Devil in the
All
lead.
going down the straight.
Weary Casey now in 7th. He's got Night Pegasus all over him with Cirrus. And Illogical, where did he come from? He's in 6th. Oh! Oh no!
That's all happening here.
Oh my goodness, that's not what I would have wanted to see. Cirrus, he's in 6th. Weary Night in 2nd. This is for 3rd of the overall.
Oh, out of turn
think
one, it all happened.
I think Night Pegasus just got a bit too deep there, and yeah. And then I came up his inside to try and run that little bit tighter line to come up next to him, and then I think Illogical Sports had an even better run, so he was coming up the inside of me, and 3 and a 1 don't work, Woody, and popped me up. Got sandwiched.
Yeah, so Casey's all over the track here, trying to keep
Weary Night.
Weary at bay. But look at this.
This is a great scrap. For 2nd place, Casey, Weary, and Illogical. Oh, look at that! Oh, no way!
What a move by Illogical. Is he going to
Illogical
keep
can't do that. Surely not.
it? He has.
Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, he's got around the outside. What a move. Oh, and he's just undone it again.
Oh.
Weary Night takes 2nd. Oh,
No.
this is the first time I saw that. That was insane. And I was like trying to get Night Pegasus and just cut away for a moment.
That was insane
Oh my
by
goodness.
Illogical. I tell you what a ballsy move. It just didn't pay off. It just bogged down in the
It's
end.
not over for 5th either. Night
Oh,
Pegasus, myself, and yourself. What do you, couldn't get the exit.
The gas still on.
He's just, I don't care about the cart. Just keep the throttle on.
No, it's a rental. Oh man, so
See,
Illogical still trying to get the 2nd over Weary
That's
Night.
so impressive from Illogical. He was spun out, he was 7th, he was down and he was out. And he's back up into 3rd with 2nd just ahead of him. And Devil Axel 10 seconds up the road
That's it.
and a bit further back. Oh, that's Casey's just had a bit of an off there in 4th, but he's managed to keep it on the track. Night Pegasus, he's got the pressure. I'm applying the blowtorch to him. Oh, just run up his rear end through there, through the last corner. Oh, Casey's had a bit of a lose. He stays to the left.
Hasn't got the momentum, has he?
No, he doesn't, but he's got the inside line and Cirrus knows he lost it, got all squirrely under the brakes. I remember him going, ooh, and it scared me. I didn't want to turn in because I thought he was out of control. Oh, and something's happened to Devil. It's only 2 seconds now.
Oh wow, he was up by 10, nearly 11 seconds.
It was, but the gap's come down, and all of a sudden, Illogical Sports has the smallest chance of hope.
And we're only halfway.
That's right, we're only on lap 7 of 15 here at Somerton as we go to start lap 8. Devil Exil by Weary Night by Illogical Sports. Night Pegasus still holding on to 4th. Casey in 5th. Cirrus in 6th. And Woody, he's still holding on back there, mate, in 7th.
I had a
Just
glimmer.
having some issues back there in 8th. Oh, I can't even see him. I think he's pulled over.
Oh, he's up in the air. He's gone to heaven.
Oh, look at the good move from Casey. And Sirius is going to have a look down the inside. He pulls out, but thinks, oh no, he doesn't.
Oh, I should have had a go.
Pegasus runs
Oh,
a bit deep, but he has by running that longer line, he's actually on the throttle earlier and has more straight line speed.
all carts.
Straight in the
all
back.
there. I think he's all.
And here comes Woody Lizard. He's in the battle too. Oh, where are you going, Woody?
Once you get up on those curbs, sometimes the car just has another opinion of where you want to go.
Sirius down the inside. He just doesn't have the legs, but he's got the position. He's going to send it.
Nice.
Pegasus goes too deep, and Woody takes it as well. Loses 2 spots in the one corner.
The orange machines working together.
That's right. Oh. I thought you were going to hit me then. Back up the front. Look at the lap time all the Devils put in. The top 3 separated by 1.2 seconds now.
Yeah, they're all in the same
48
shot
1
too.
for Devil. He must have got a time penalty or something.
Yeah, I can't quite remember what penalties he had at the
I
end, but
remember.
yeah, look at this.
Actually,
3
no,
in
it
a
was 2
shot.
seconds. So yeah, he's just made another error. As you can see, the line Weary Knight takes real deep, turns it in tight, and gets back on it.
Yeah, that's it. Everyone had different lines, different ways of manipulating these carts around this Somerton track. And I tell you what, this is a great little battle for the end of the race here for the feature.
Yep. It's Weary Knight. He wants that win, but he's got the hungry Logical Sports who's... It's all into Fate's hands at the moment. Unfortunately for him, he needs to be able to... Well, firstly, he needs to get to the first place and then just hope something happens to Devil.
That's
And it
right.
has already happened. I think that's the thing. I don't think Devil's going to make too many more mistakes as Logical thinks about a move down the inside through the double right. The bowl section.
Yeah, he's
You
tasty.
can just see the different lines. Oh!
Oh, that's put the end to
Weary
his
Knight.
charge.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's game over for him as Weary Knight's line's just a bit deeper and different to Illogical's, and just the 2 lines converged, and yeah,
You'd have to
Weary was
say,
already pointing.
they were logical. Didn't lay down without dying there.
No way.
You know, he tried all his
No
way.
way. Look at those
Gave
real
it
quick
everything.
46 twos for the top 3 right before they change at this moment for the last lap. 45-3 for Devil, 46 flat for Weary. Oh man, I can't catch a breather in these things.
Oh, no.
Woody, there's just so much going on. There's only 8 carts on the track. Imagine
Oh.
if there was 20.
I tell you what, that's it. Just like driving it, mate. You just didn't have the time to have a rest. Same as trying to commentate these things. You know, they're just little bullets. Yeah.
Casey's got the run here. What's this? I see in the back. Oh, though he's a bit closer. But yep.
Pegasus.
Lizard just having a go at Night Pegasus here.
Trying to get off the rear of the grid. We know Whopper was actually a couple of laps down at this stage with his internet problems, so it was all on at the back. But it was also
Just
going
missed
for
it.
4th.
Yeah, Casey's made a mistake somewhere between turn 1 and turn 4. And Sirius is on his way through. Another
Nice.
4th place. He's got a 4th and 2/3 at that point.
I think that was Casey's highest result. If he could have got a 4th too, he was going looking well. It just got
Casey
away.
got a 4th in the last race.
Oh, okay, this one that's been on.
Yep.
Okay.
Devil XL, 2.5 laps to go.
There wasn't even Casey in this one running 3rd before Logical came up as well, or not?
Well, he was second.
He was second.
and
That's
Weary
it.
did a magnificent overtake on him. But he's just, dropping backwards now.
Yeah,
And
ever so
they're
slowly.
sort of spread out a little bit. Devil goes to start his second last lap. Weary Knight doing a great job. In second place.
Yeah, solid
Another
effort.
Was it $5 or $10 into the pot for you?
I was already 10, so this one here, if you won this one, it was going to be a bonus 10, but any podium he got was a $5 contribution to the Veterans PAX Gaming. Getting them up there to have a bit of fun, so yeah, the kitty was at 10. At this stage, it's $15 donation, with Weary in second. And Casey
Just
running
going
in
through the
5th.
field here as they start their second last laps. Knight, Pegasus and Woody seem to be the closest battle on the track. Sorry, no, I've gone back.
Hang on a minute.
Something's happened to Devil.
What's going
Weary's
on here?
managed to catch him as they're about to start the final lap of the race.
Oh, it was all on
Half
me.
a second the gap between them. Let's see what the lap times are. 47 for Devil. He's made a little error somewhere.
So for the
Brought
final
Weary
lap.
right back into him.
Going hard.
Actually,
here.
this is when we were all cheering for them. I needed Weary to stay in second for me to take third for the meeting. And Weary needed to win it to take third.
He's going hard here. And I think we also had a penalty.
Weary never gives up.
I think Devil did have a penalty, and it's a shame it doesn't come up with the penalties here.
Yeah, right too. Oh, and you can just see out a bit of a slide there, and the gap's just gone out to a second. Logical, languishing there in fifth, mate. If only he had 2 spins this race, and he's still only 5.5 seconds off.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a race for him, I think, in the end.
He's under 5 seconds as Devil takes the win. Weary crosses the line. You can see the gap.
Devil was happy about that victory, that's for sure. He worked hard for it. He was out nice in front with 11 seconds. And
Great victory for Devil. Illogical takes third.
Nice one.
Cirrus ends up in fourth. A good result for him there.
He can come fourth nearly every race.
Mr. Consistent.
That's it.
He's going to call him George Russell. Fourth, third, and fourth.
There you go. Never dropped out of the top
Casey.
5.
That's right. Never made it higher than third. Casey was fifth.
Night Pegasus was 6th. Yeah, Night Pegasus was 6th.
Pegasus.
And then I was 7th.
Yep, with Whopper. He's at
And 8th.
over halfway through with some issues.
Yeah.
But what a fantastic event we had here last night, and everyone had fun. The final results, the points tally, which after seeing this is official. Devil XL takes victory for the evening. Well, it was all point count format with 2 points. Illogical Sports in second with 9 points. Commander Cirrus rounds out the podium, 14 points. Mr. George Russell. Weary Knight, he got a third, a second, a DNF, and a second. So all the races he finished was on the podium, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough. 1 point behind Cirrus in fourth on 15 points.
Geez, that DNF cost him big time, didn't it? In that third race, running out of fuel. Wow.
It really did. He might have even had
He could have got second.
might have even had a Logical Sports here for a measure. I think he was in fifth at the time. Oh no, maybe not. I think he would have been 12. But anyway,
yeah. So what?
Fifth place, very close for that one. Casey, fifth for 22 points, with Night Pegasus just missing out there. And sixth with 23 points.
Good job.
And the same deal for Woody Lizard. Even though Whopper had pulled over at the end, the 7th place was still enough for him to pip Whopper at the end for 27 points, and Whopper on 28.
What a fun night. That was a great night, and I really recommend anyone watching this this replay, I should say, will be uploaded on YouTube at a later date. But yeah, definitely have a look at us at ANZ CRL for another event with these karting. If you haven't raced in the karts, give them a go. A lot of fun. I was surprised. I was a bit skeptical to start off with, but man, I came off with a smile on the dial, and really enjoyed myself. So well done, Cirrus, for putting this together.
You're welcome, and thanks for everyone who came for showing up and supporting it. I was hoping to get over 6 karts, and ideally 8 or more, and I got my 8. So yeah, very, very happy with that one. And the driving standards were really good. There were only accidents too. There was no over aggressive driving, so it was fantastic to see. And I really hope we can run another one of these. The Le Mans track's the one I'm looking at next. It looks like it's a proper kart circuit. All sorts of corners on it, so I'm hoping we get enough interest to run another one of these then. A different format as well, a final and accounts format I'm thinking for that one.
Very good.
Where the final is the big one.
So
win.
We might as well start to wrap this up. We're almost at an hour mark for this this coverage. So yeah, so if you've got anything else to say, Commander Cirrus, I think you might be able to wrap it all up, and until the next time we hit the screens again.
Just want to say another big congratulations to Devil on a superb drive, 3 race wins and a 2nd place from Heat 1. So
most definitely
fantastic, and Illogical Sports for taking it to the karters, the existing go-karters, and coming out in 2nd.
Yeah, top job.
Fantastic effort by those two.
And congratulations on your third too, Cirrus. Well done, buddy.
Oh, thank you very much. I was hoping to be a bit closer to the top two, but yeah, I'll take that though.
Any time on the
I had a great
podium?
time.
Any?
I had a lot of fun.
That's
I
it.
didn't care about my result.
Very good. All right, guys. That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.